How long you been doing comedy for now, Pedro?
7 years.
You started right in North Bergen?
No. My first open mic was in Garfield in a place called the Boiler Room. The stage was a pallet, a wooden pallet. There was a drunk Portuguese guy cursing people out in the front, but he was good, bro. I was so I've never been nervous like that in my life. Like before that set, I've never been shaky or anything like that, bro. I had a fucking computer paper written down my jokes. I was shaking so much, people could hear the paper and the whole play. Everybody was like looking. I was that noise, and it was me shaking there like that. But once I touched that, that's it, bro. So it's gonna be 8 years in November now.
This November?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I've been a comedy fan since I was 9 years old, though. I've been watching Comedy Central, Premium Blend, VH1 stand-up since I was, So I was in front of the TV since I was a kid. That's what I did, bro. Friday nights, Comedy Central presents. I think it was Thursday, it was Premium Blend. And then Spike TV had stand-up. Wow. But I didn't know you could do that. I thought somebody like, hey, you want to go to comedy school? I thought it was like that. So I was like, I can't do this shit until a chick I went to high school with, she hit me up. She was like, hey, people do comedy at this bar, which was the Boiler Room. I think you should try it out. And I went up. Yeah. It was fucking crazy. I never looked back.
And the call from, what's her name, Natalie? The girl that called you?
Her name was Angie. She hit me up.
From the time she called you to the time you got on stage, how long did it take?
3 years.
Hey, Joe, you beat my record by 18 months. Took me a year and a half to get on stage finally.
Bro.
Pussified. I told you. That's why when you get like stories from Becky, I joined the contest and I went down. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what?
It took me a year and a half of procrastinating, watching stand-up movies and shit. That's going to be me someday. Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
That was me.
That's right, yep.
Snorting coke, watching fucking the one with Tom Hanks and Angel Salazar and Sally Field. Yeah, every week. And I would get agitated when the movie ended and the coke ended. I would try to write these Godzilla jokes that were god-awful. That was my only premise, was Godzilla and Chinese people. And that I liked Godzilla. He used to step on garbage. And I look at this shit and go, I'm going to make it to the top someday. You're such a retard. But 18 months, and I fucking feel terrible. Woo, I had a good day today because I just found that out. Somebody beat my record.
Yeah.
Why did it take you 3 years?
Because I was scared, man. I was scared as fuck. I was like, what are people going to think about me?
Honestly, how many times did you get in the car to go?
I did it 3 times. And then I just said, fuck it, I'm not gonna, I'll do it when I do it. And then I had this fucking argument with my boss at this time. I wanted to fucking grab him by the fucking throat and I couldn't. And that drove me insane. So I was like, I gotta figure this out. I gotta, like, maybe. So I fucking 3 years later, I fucking went. I swallowed my pride. I called Angie. I was like, they still doing that open mic? Yup. I fucking went right to it. I lied to the bartender trying to act cool because she was hot. I was like, yeah, I'm just here to, I do comedy in the city. I never did a fucking minute of comedy, and I went on stage and I ate a back. Well, I did okay. The second time was bad, but yeah. Oh, the second time was crickets because now they see that I'm trying. And they thought it was a one-time thing, so I guess they laughed. But the second time, they're like, fuck this fucking guy. Yeah.
It's so crazy how I think of that time and I get sad. I really do get sad. That little lull I took of pussiness. And I would call every Tuesday, hey, Joe Diaz, next week. Hi. That next Tuesday, they would call me. Hey, Joey, you got 3 minutes on Tuesday night. See you tonight. And I'm like, oh, my heart would just stop. And then I'd start thinking about excuses. I start sweating. Yep. I'd purposely look for Coke. Yeah. So it would ruin my day. It was horrid. Yeah. I got in my car a few times. And then, man, it was just calling. And they called me. And my wife overheard it at the time. And she made me go. She goes, I got a babysitter.
Yeah.
But I remember driving with her going, how do I tell I want to turn this car around? Like, how bad do I? But I knew that, like, I feel like crying now. Because I always knew that if I could just get on stage, something was going to happen. I just knew it. I just felt it. I was sick of fucking working. I was 32 and I was done with it. Like I was 28 and I was done with jobs and fucking, like I hated that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said last week, I love to steal and sell coke. That's the only thing I was qualified for. I had already gone to prison. Now I'm a double loser. No high school diploma. Enough is enough, Joey. Go down there. And bro, getting off that stage that night was just, and you go home and you can't sleep for 2 days. And you're like, how am I going to fit this into my fucking world? I got a kid. I got no money. I'm making payments on fucking everything I own. Yeah, it's a scary. And also and it's funny because I got on stage and then I got on stage like 3 or 4 times. And then I was having problems at home. It was August. I was starting to feel the drama at home. We weren't getting along. But she encouraged the stand-up. And then I came to New York and I hung out with this chooch for 10 days. And I just got fucked up. Every night I was going to the city. Yeah, I'm going to go to the city tonight and kill him. I never even did stand-up. The whole thing I came was to walk around New York. I never parked the car and walk around. I was so fucked up. Then I went back in September, and I think I did maybe a open mic at a fucking bar 2-3 hours away one night, and they put me up at 1 a.m, Lee. I was fucking furious, You don't know. Yeah, I'll do it. And the guy's like, yeah, we start at 9, and we go to about 1:30. You're number 31 or something. I'm like, I got to sit here through all this shit.
And just watch the audience leave.
Yeah, one by one. Just one by one, walking out the door of the audience, and you're just there. Oh my God.
And you have a joke for one person, like this joke's going to get him.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And then one guy goes up and walks 22 people.
Yeah.
I remember that night vividly. And then I remember maybe 2 weeks later, she dropped the hammer on me. She didn't want to be married no more, but it was like October 15th. And I was looking through the Boulder, but she had already moved out. And I remember looking through the paper one night, bored as fuck. I was thinking about going and getting coke and all this shit. But I looked and it said, comedy tonight, Boulder Broker, 8 o'clock show, $15 for a dinner and the ticket. And then it goes, if you come early, it's a comedy contest. I go, you know what? I got no wife. I got no kid. I got a TV with a VCR. I got a mattress upstairs. She took everything. It ain't gonna get no better in this house. Let me just go. And I went down there, paid the $15, and I watched the amateur comedy. And I knew like one of the guys. Like I had worked with him before at an open mic or whatever. And I'll never forget it. The ball. I just went up to the manager and I go, hey man, how do I get on the contest? He goes, when do you want to do it? I go, you tell me. And he goes, next Tuesday. And he goes, just show up. It's every week. So the more you show up, the more brackets you win. I was like, okay. I go, you sure I can just show up next Tuesday? He's like, you got it. And again, I was bored and lonely, and I went up there.
Never looked back?
Then I started doing it. And then I think except for 1 week, he told me I couldn't do it that week. And then it was the same night as the Comedy Works open mic. So I was taking like a big chance. I should be at the Comedy Works. They liked me at the Comedy Works, but I'm coming down here on Tuesday. I think I went to the Comedy Works one time, and I think I ate a bag of dicks. So I said, let me just go to the broker for right now. And they asked me to do the finals, and I won. And it changed everything by just getting up off my ass and going to this steakhouse. It was like a steak shrimp place.
Okay, it's a contest you won though. That feeling is nice.
What's that?
Winning a contest that early?
Dog, it was lucky. It was fucking luck. Like everything was going bad in my life at that time. And here the comedy's coming out of the woodwork. Like the last thing I expected. I thought by that time I'd get promoted at the roofing company. No, here I am actually doing what I was scared of doing. every Tuesday. I was too fucked up in the head after the separation to even focus on work. I was a salesman. I couldn't even focus.
Oh, yeah.
So I took time off and I just fucking wrote stupid fucking jokes.
When you finally got off stage the first time, did you think to yourself, I found my thing? I found what I was put on here, like what I'm here to do. This is what I'm meant for?
Yes and no. I'm not going to lie to you.
Okay.
Because that doubt was always there. I'm from North Bergen.
Yep.
You know, I'm a Cuban kid. I got felonies. What are they going to do when they find out that I didn't even make it through? I thought all these comedians were perfect. You know, like they were perfect models in there.
Yes.
I didn't know. So I was like, who am I fucking think? You know, I'm going to go do one of these comedy shows. I'm going to punch a magician in the face. And they're going to throw me in jail for the rest of my fucking life. You know, that's how I always looked at it. But that night I remember going home and there was a level of being high without being high, like a euphoric fucking state. And I saw myself doing it. So it was really interesting after that. Yeah. And then 3 months later, this woman doesn't want to be with me no more. I hit the jackpot. I hit the fucking jackpot. Yeah. I felt bad for my daughter and the whole thing. I was still going to stay in Colorado, but at least I could give this shit a shot, 100% with no skeletons. Just go for it. And that was it. That was exactly what I did. I just kept doing it. That's it. I know I'm always Richard Gere in Office and a Gentleman. And when I'm going to throw him out,
yeah, I ain't got no place to go.
I got no place to go. At the end of the day, you don't. What am I going to go back and do? Become a waiter? A bartender at 63?
Bro, yeah.
I got nowhere to go. I'd go to work for George, delivering frames and checking the air conditioner. I can't even climb on the fucking roof. What can I do at 63? So what can I do at 42? What can I do at 44? At that point, you're in, bro. And I was already in, I don't know, 15 years. You're in. That's it. Fuck it. Sorry. And then I got a movie. And you're like, okay, we on to something.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? We on to something. And you got another one. And you're like, holy shit. And I thought I would only be an extra, but I ain't going to tell that to nobody. And that's all it is. Take an acting class once in a while just to make yourself feel fucking better about what you're doing. Having conversations like with us like this, that helps you, whatever.
Yeah.
Just keep getting on stage.
Yeah.
Look at Lee. He keeps getting on stage. That's it. He's got obsessed with numbers, but he's a Jew, and I respect that. But that's going to take him down eventually. He'll know it. Because right now, just take these gigs. Who gives a fuck? You're not going to go, what are you going to do? Get a plane with ads? What are you going to do? How many more people are going to show up? Lee Syat's in town. How many more people are going to show up?
A cloud rider might help. You never know.
Right now you're looking at, you got to think about what Shane Gillis did.
Mm-hmm.
And go, they're out there. Right now, any smart young comic is looking at that. I'm a Billy Goat. And I'm still looking at it going, what the fuck just happened? That could have been Shane Gillis, or guess what, Lisa? That could have been you.
Yeah.
That could have been Pedro. That could have been Eric Rocha.
Could be anybody. And we all started doing open mics.
And we all started doing open. And when you see that, what did I say last week? Every once in a while you get down on comedy, and all of a sudden something like this happens. You got two ways to look at it. Fuck Shane Gillis. You fuck that. He stole a joke from me in a coffee house.
Yeah.
And man, come on, guy. You're co-MCing. But he stole a joke from you,
Co-MCing. 25 people on the line.
And that's a complete different mental illness. But think about what this kid did. Think about the avenues you have in front of you. For me, listen, I wouldn't even dream that big. Like I'm good.
No, that's not even, because I get jealous all the time.
Lee. I want you both to think that fucking big. And I want you to go, you know what, dog? Guess what? I'm going to show these white motherfuckers. I'm going to go to Israel and sell 90,000 seats. You know what I'm saying? Boom, and at the end, drop a bomb. Forget a B-52 flying over. Just kill half the fucking stadium. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good last show.
You know, I mean, these are jokes, but
yeah,
I want you guys to think like this is, dog, what am I going to do? George Burns come out there with a cigar and a wig? You know, hey, Rosie, hey Lee, remember when get the fuck out of here, Joey. The fuck out of here. But you guys, you got, like I always tell you, guys got the world by the balls. Just stick to it. There's no fucking secret. Dog, I'd have hundreds of thousands of dollars if I put a book together with bullshit. People would hate me, but I'd hook everybody. I'd just get an ad like Rolling Stone, comic, and have Shane Gillis give like a quote. This is the best comedy book I ever read.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's it. You could fucking swindle people. It's the same fucking mathematical thing. What is it? What's algebra? X plus Y equal X? What?
Yeah, it's
something like that, right?
Yeah.
And we got to figure out what the X is and the Y is.
Yeah.
And, well, they give you the answer. You know, this is comedy algebra.
Yeah.
This is, and it's like I say, it's part of the comedy karma. It's so many fucking things that have to align. But while that shit's aligning, go fuck your mother. You're on stage every night. While that shit's aligning, what are you going to do? If you sit at home and wait, look out the window every night? Yeah, it's aligning. I can see the North Star. No. It's not until you go out and go, I really don't want to go out tonight. My fucking foot hurts. My knee hurts. And all of a sudden you're like, you look in the couches, there ain't no money in there. You've already swindled that. You're such a douchebag. There's an IOU in there from yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I owe you 75 cents and shit. And you go out, and those are the nights when something happens. You just go down there, there'll be 3 people. You walk in, there's 100 people. And you're like, what happened here tonight? Bro, a bunch of fucking gay tourists walked in. They're having the best time of their life. And I'm not, I'm just saying anything. German tourists, fucking Israeli tourists. And you're there in front of 100 people. But what were you going to do? And then when you get on the train that night, when you get that slice of pizza on the way home, because you deserve it, you were going to sit at home.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll get a slice of pizza. And I'll stop and give the missus a little flour.
Yeah.
And that's basically it, guys. Paige, how many spots did you do in 7 days?
Dude, I didn't even count. I know like about 14.
And that's what I was saying to you. It's basically a comedy camp.
Yeah.
And I could do, okay, let's talk about numbers here. The confusion I have with stand-up comedy is that I know, Lee, how many people you had last night for the late show on Sunday?
Sunday, we had like 25.
Okay. I know that you have to do sets consistently for a while, okay?
Yeah.
Me doing a set at the RBR Lounge, which I love, and then going to the dojo the next day, that does something. It keeps me active, but it's not going to take me over that hump. I start every fucking other week, and it kind of gets old. That now I got to go up there and tell you I don't remember my material, because now I look at the notebook, and none of those jokes I said at the dojo were even on there. So it's a complete, if I got on stage a couple nights in a row, I build that muscle memory back, guys.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier. I'm talking here from the heart. Again, if I go to New York, I got to stop, because I'll do it like a white dude. I can't. I don't have the time to drive my car, park, and walk around. My knee's fucked up. We might get chased. Israel, who knows what's going to happen.
Right.
But in reality, I just take the ferry over. My spots are not going to be late. I don't want to do late spots. I'm too old to be out there late. But I'll start at 7. If I could do 3 spots and go home, I'm good. But then again, you just dampened me for 3 hours on the travel.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There's always going to be an excuse not to do it.
So now I'd rather take a 3-hour flight down there, do 6 or 7 sets, and a 3-hour flight, because in my mind, I'm even saving on ass time.
Yeah.
I'm saving on ass time. So it's kind of like, That's what I'm looking at. I'd rather listen, I'm not going to do the weekends anymore. It's really hard for me to do a Friday and a Saturday and justify it, especially in my household. You know, for years I was out on Fridays and Saturdays. They want to see me around. Some nights Terry goes out and I got fucking mercy. But I'll tell you what, I could always do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday with no fucking problems. Those are my nights. But when do I do 3 nights in a row in front of 3 quality audiences in New Jersey?
Have you done 3 nights in a row since you've been back?
2 nights.
Yeah.
And then I'll do 2 shows the next week, 2 nights.
But it's all that's the most headlining I've ever done the last week. From Wednesday to Sunday, I headlined at least 1 show. Friday and Saturday I did 2. By the end of it, my 40, I was doing the same 45, but I probably added 10 minutes to, it just from doing it over and over again.
You're at fucking comedy camp, and it's condensed. And guess what? If you don't drink, you don't really, you go back to your room at 11:30, 12, 1.
Yeah.
Keep the pad out. Why go to sleep? Take that notebook out. See if you could jaunt anything. It's not going to be gold, but maybe you said something at a club. Maybe you threw away a line. Now it becomes comedy camp. You wake up in the morning, you wash your pussy, you go downstairs, you get a coffee, a bayonet, whatever the fuck you want to eat for breakfast, a cup of Greek yogurt, and you grab a notebook. You call your agent, whoever the fuck you got to call that day, book a podcast guest or whatever, but you're more focused on stand-up. I don't have to take mercy to strength and conditioning and then go to the ear doctor and then go do this. It's just 4 days that I'm focused on fucking comedy, guys. Anywhere I wake up, I always get coffee, go outside. You got to start your day with the sun. If it's raining, hide under a fucking ledge, you smoke a fucking number, and you go back upstairs. They got the fucking Greek yogurt thing right at the hotel, my favorite one. So I'm good. I could go downstairs, get a coffee, and then on the way up, get a Greek yogurt and a freshly squeezed orange juice. I'm good till I go out at lunch. I could sit there for 2 hours and just write. I can't do that at home.
And does the club record for you?
They do what they want, but I'm never going to watch it anyway.
You would never watch it?
No.
Even when you're writing? Okay.
No. I don't want to see myself. I don't want to see side angles of me. I don't want to see nothing. If I could do stand-up in the dark, I would. Okay?
You could.
But it's the truth. This is
the
only way this is going to work for me. Can I live in that environment for a month? I don't have it. I don't have it. But I got a week for you. I got a week. I got 4 or 5 days before I start missing my family. When I was doing stand-up, I'd leave 3 days. That's enough. Now you're asking me to stay 4 or 5. We got to work to that level because I get the itchies. I got to go. That's it. I did what I came to do. I was here for 2 nights. I did 5 spots. I got blood drawn, and I went to get a steak with my friends. That's more than I'm going to do in 3 weeks where I live.
Right. And I mean, I know you don't do it for the money, but you could make enough money to cover your plane tickets.
Well, what I'm going to do is, right now, this has all been an investment.
Mm-hmm.
You got to invest in shit. You got to go down there and look around. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the fuck is going on. In fact, it took me, how long have they been down there?
Few years? 4 or 5
years? It took them 5 years to finally, it took them about 3.5 years. When we did the Paramount, that's when I started going, there's something here. There's something here. I can't figure out how I could do it, but there is something here. You cannot deny that. Yeah, but I don't want to be part of Rogan. You got 19 clubs besides
there's
Rogan.
Tons of comedy without Rogan.
So if you want to fucking get down to the ground, cocaine. The point of this is you doing spots at night and getting on stage. That's the point of this. I'm far behind partying or hanging out in the blue room, whatever, the green room afterwards. We got to go. We're picking up a little envelope, $50, $10. And to warm up, I would love to go to 2 open mics with no pressure. For how long was I not going to the 4th wall with you? Months? How many spots did I have after that? I'd go to the main room after the 4th wall. But it cost me $5 to do 5 minutes just to warm it up. Just to warm it up. You know how much better you felt if you could do 3 minutes in front of like a warm-up room and then go on stage and do 20 or an hour?
Yeah.
You warmed up.
I used to do that when I first started. If I had a show, I had to do an open mic first.
Yeah, me too. I feel better.
Yep.
I feel a lot fucking better.
I do that when I first started too.
And you're doing, I'm not saying you're not doing good now, but when you are in Austin for however long, if you do that a week, a month for 3 months, you come back and do a show, you'll see the difference.
I come back with 5 new minutes.
Yeah. You'll come back with more than 5 minutes.
Okay, but let's just start with 5. 5 minutes. And then Thursdays, I do Joey Diaz and Friends at 8 o'clock at night once a month. And that's my rent and the plane ticket. And that's it. I break out even, But I'll figure it out. By the time I get to the next time, there's something else going on. And there's something else going on. All I'm trying to kill is 18 months. That's my new goal.
You've been killing 18 months for 10 years.
These are 18, I'm going on probation. In the 18 months, I go to parole. And I got an option. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's saying I'm going to quit. I just want you to understand what I'm doing. I got an 18-month window, and I'm trying to do something. You follow me?
What are you trying to do?
Details are coming soon.
Okay.
No, I'm not. Listen, this shit is changing, guys. This game is not what it used to be 20 years ago or 10 years ago. It's fucking changing. So we got to figure something else out. We got to figure what's the next move.
Speaking of that, did you see what Shane Gillis did this weekend?
Yes, I
did. That was pretty fucking impressive,
pretty cool,
dude.
man.
Oh, Doug, it's impressive as fuck.
Fuck yeah, man.
And like, he had the people he had opening for. He had music acts during it. He brought another comic on stage. It was so like, and I was really happy with people. I've never had that many people come out just for me. But I was like, wow, I have 45 and I'm thrilled. And he set the record.
100, what is it?
77,000 tickets.
Yep.
And it was just, I don't know. And then someone posted, I saw someone posted like a show he was doing 7 years ago at like a VFW. And I was like, oh shit. Or a bowling alley, whatever it was. And I'm like, wow, he sold out where the Eagles play.
And this is the things that keep you alive.
Right.
They're not supposed to induce hate. Fuck Shane Gillis. Trump, fuck Trump. What are you talking about?
All right.
The guy just did something.
Yeah.
Pay attention, you fucking hump. That's the direction it might be going. You know how they do Lollapalooza? What's that shit they do in the Coachella?
Mm-hmm.
3 days? Dog, I could see them doing a comedy rap 2-day event. 2-day. Finish out with like 2 great rappers at the end of the night. I could see that coming. And they'll get those numbers every 90 days. Wow. If you build it, they'll come. That's how we were raised in the United States of America. If you build it, they'll come. So watch what I'm just told you here. This is getting people thinking right now. This is a different level of, you mean to tell me we could get 77,000 people out? But
the summer's slow.
Yeah. Last week we had the Daytona 500. But this is what I want people to see. I'm really proud of Shane Gillis, especially after he got canceled and then they had to eat shit and bring him back to show the American public that knock it off with your bullshit. Knock it off. This is going back, again, I'm not one of those humps, but this is why all those white dudes wore wigs and signed papers, 1776. You know what I'm saying? So you could say what the fuck you want to say. Who the fuck are you to condemn me? Or, oh, he's going to offend somebody. He ain't going to offend nobody. If they have a life, that's forgotten the next day. That's forgotten the next day. But, cream always rises to the top. So we were talking about motivation. Last week we were talking about money. Like when you find out what people are making, you're like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? I'm making a living doing a YouTube super chat, playing a violin with a magician named Whoa. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the fuck their names are. The same thing, guys. This is going somewhere. The specials aren't working no more. Okay, so how did this music thing change? Because they don't want to buy albums no more. These kids now they'll pay $800 to see 3 comics with a rapper and a DJ, sponsored by Red Bull or whoever the fuck it is. you get a hotel in the area, and you sign up for 2 days, and at the end of 2 days, they're going to do something big. Who knows? But this is where it's going.
Yeah.
So, give me 200 seats. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty fucking happy.
Dude, if I sold 200 seats, I would come in my pants. Like at one nut show,
Oh, yeah?
For me, dude, like it's that is like if the Eagles stadium for me. To have a sold out comedy club, like an actual comedy, like a big like improv comedy room, and that's not even 200. But that's
You know what you feel like when you get on the plane for the first 6 months you're building. After the first year I was on the road with Justin, it was getting to the point where you get on a plane Sunday, you sit down, you put your luggage away, and all of a sudden they're like, soda, water, no, nothing. You put your earphones on and you're like, what the fuck just happened? And you think about every fucking room you did with 8 people. And every room you did with 30 people. And all the empty promises. Do this show. Howard Stern's coming. And then you get there and there's Stern. Well, we talked about it on Stern. We told the assistant to mention it, And you're like, enough. After all that shit. And here you are on a plane. It's Sunday morning at 6 a.m. And you just sold out 5 comedy shows in anybody's club. Helium, The Improv, Baltimore. What's the name of the club? Magooby's, great club. Any of these clubs, you have to tap yourself on the back, especially if you came from that. Especially if you weren't a YouTube sensation or you weren't, like, you fucking put in the sweat. You went on the road with 2 guys for a year and a half and then broke out and did your own thing. Once that, what about when you go to a town and sell out Saturday late and you go back to your hotel room and just jerk off all over yourself and wipe it on your face like a fucking gorilla.
Oh my God.
And you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Dog, it was the first time I ever sold out a room. It was the weirdest fucking show ever. It was December 26th, maybe 2006, 2007 at the Houston Improv, the Houston Lap Stop. I built it up from a feature there. And then the guy liked me, so I just kept going back. I would take whatever he had. And then he goes, Joey, just start headlining on off weekends. And I started headlining in there. And just from building, and now listen, everybody knows that on a Saturday late show at this club, they were going to get 200 people for a penguin. The club was that good and it had built such a reputation in that town. But just fucking when he told me, Joe, you sold out the second show Saturday. I'm like, dog, I can't even sell out the OR. You're telling me I sold out. And I had like 200 people for the early show.
Nice.
It's a build.
Right.
It's a really interesting build. And then you see how your agents cut those deals for those. Last time you sold out 2 shows. All right, we're going to give you a $500 bonus for both shows on Saturday and both shows on Friday if you sell them out. And now you have to pick a show every night and go, I'm going to focus on that.
To sell.
Hopefully they'll go to the second one if the first one's sold out. And then you figure out. And for some reason, you're not a Saturday early guy. I was never a Saturday early guy.
Really?
I couldn't sell a ticket at 7 o'clock at night.
Wow.
And it started, but I also had a goose going on with me that I bombed the first show. You saw me bomb in San Francisco a couple times. The early show Saturday, it got into me years ago because they're more, they have babysitters at home. They went to dinner. Mom is watching the children. The second show, they would Daly's mommy, she's dancing at the club till 11.
Yeah.
So your kid's hanging out with grandma and they sell crack in the basement. Those are the people you get for the second show.
Right.
People that are just animals. They've been drinking since 6.
Yeah.
Oh,
the best.
It's so funny. I do the opposite. Early show loves me, and then when like the young and the crazy people come out, it's sometimes it's harder for me. I've never drank on stage. This Friday night late show, I did 2 shots of tequila.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. I've never done that on stage.
How'd you feel? We fucked up.
Lee.
A little bit.
Okay, Lee, right now you're trying to build a hook on stage. You're there. You just got to build the hook and build some credits, and shit will start moving for you. But all this takes time. You know, I wish it was just, it happened. Sometimes it happens because you planned it. That feels good. But I got to be honest with you, sometimes it happens by accident. George went to drop off a thing. The guy started talking to him. Well, I got 200 fucking painting rooms that need a fucking picture. Jed just hit $1 millionaire. That happens too. So you got to work both angles. You got to expect this is going to happen, but this ain't going to happen unless this happens. You follow me? What were we talking about? Tickets or some shit?
Selling tickets?
About like building it is what
Building it.
Yeah.
Building it.
And right now you're just going on the road. So, I mean, I don't want you to go on stage with a cocktail. I don't want you to go on stage and ask questions no more.
Mm-mm.
Okay, now how you guys doing tonight? No, I want you to power into your material. But at the same time, at the 8 or 9 minute mark, okay, you got to say to yourself, you're rocking right now. You're on a good little tear. You got some laughs. And the waitress is walking by. You pull her aside. Don't even pull her aside. Excuse me, miss. Go in your pocket on stage. Can you give me a shot of tequila? And watch people go, put the money away. We'll send you one. Once you do 2 or 3 shots with them, that's it. You own them. That's how you build that market. Okay?
Okay.
Because you can't go out there with a joint.
No.
All right.
Right.
It's like talking to them, you know, whatever. That's part of building a market. They want to go down there, but your set's going to change.
Yeah.
Okay. You're not going to be 45-minute Lee. You're going to be Q&A Lee. Go back to your material. They give you an idea, and you're going to find shit out about yourself.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to go back to your room and go, I didn't even do none of these jokes.
I know.
You didn't need to. The night dictated itself. You know what I'm saying? Woo, I don't have to do that material tonight. You're like, Jesus, I couldn't do that joke about fucking sucking dick again. This is what happens. It's really interesting. Like what you said the other night, I went up there, I didn't even do material. I was just turning out fires. That's a complete other muscle
Yeah, that was new to me.
that LA comics don't have. If I move to LA or I move to New York and I just become a comic, yeah, you'll do Saratoga Springs and all those little hellholes around New York City. But think about it. That's the backbone. Is those Friday night late shows where I got my late night set I'm preparing tonight. Fuck you.
Right.
You're in Kentucky. You ain't preparing your late night show. Are you retarded? You're at Zany's in Chicago. You know, you're at these not Zany's. Zany's is a great club. You're at a club where they're going to disrupt your shit. Like I told you, I used to work at a club in Idaho where they decided to send you prairie farts on stage. And you had the choice.
You didn't have a choice.
Okay? You either drank the cherry, the prairie fart, or they just chiseled you for 30 minutes. Like Bill Burr style in Philadelphia.
That's what I said on stage.
This was like the university where Drew Bledsoe went to school. Out there in Idaho, this was, I forget what the name of this club was. It was booked by John Fox. It was the first club he ever booked me. I got there on a Saturday. He gave me the Friday night there. And I was like, holy shit. I left there drunk as fuck. A prairie fart is tequila with Tabasco sauce in it.
Oh, God.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck you.
And they would start sending you those things.
That's just torture.
And one of the last times I did it, because they was Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday.
No Thursday?
So he would either give you Wednesday or Friday and Saturday.
Gotcha.
So you could tell him, like, let me get this Wednesday and give me this one. One of the last times I did it was a Wednesday. I think he paid $50 more. And for the hotel was nice and shit, but I drank so many of those shots. I got back to my hotel room. The room was just fucking. And I was doing coke back then, but I didn't even think about it. Not in this place in Idaho. It's a college town. Dog, the room was just fucking. And I sat down for a while. I fucking wobbled to the hallway and got ice and tried to put it on my neck.
Oh.
Next thing you know, I started puking in that sink. When I got up the next morning, it was just Tabasco. It was just a leg of Tabasco on half melted ice. Grandpa, wake up. You know what I'm saying? He's in a trance. He sees himself fucking taking Hudson County. I did it.
Oh, fuck.
None of them survived. You guys kept robbing them.
North Bergen kids, man.
Then there was one on the corner, the same side as Veneeri, right by the projects, in the mouth of the projects.
So there.
You drive by and the windows were fucking fogged up.
Yeah, man, they're still dirty.
You couldn't see a motherfucker in there. George and I got food from there one night. Fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, man. North Bergen is a trip, man. I miss hanging out, like driving up here. It was nice to drive around a little bit. I got around traffic, so I hit like some of the like avenues.
Ain't nobody out.
Yeah. Oh, it's dead.
Every once in a while you see a person on the corner crossing the street.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's dead.
Fucking. I sit there some nights at that light, you know, by the hashways. I'm gonna hit that street to get me to the fucking park.
Yeah.
To get here, and I sit there in awe, guys. I sit there. Just like, because you hear about things changing, but when you see them change in front of your eyes, it's two different things. It breaks my heart that that's Kennedy Boulevard at what? 5 o'clock? That's what you're trying to tell me? That's Kennedy Boulevard. 5 o'clock, everybody was coming home from practice.
Yep.
So there was 20 fucking kids. Remember, you practiced at Horace Mann.
Mm-hmm.
You practiced at Lincoln. Wherever, you know, we were running out of room for all these fucking teams they had and all this shit.
People used to get hit in the street a lot. Many people were in North Bergen walking around.
I'm not going to lie to you and say I saw it, but I was at Hashways at night when they came in and said the street is closed. Some guy got off the bus and he got hit on Kennedy Boulevard and they dragged him to the 70, and there was blood in the gut, like, you know, on the street. Like you could see the red going down the side of the fucking street there. That area, just think of fucking where Nick's is, pizza. That was a hang. Yeah. Any night there was 40, and at midnight there was 140 people out there in a circle in front of Corky's, Nick's. That was the hot spot. And you drive by, I leave here sometimes and I hit Kennedy Boulevard, and I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Well, but like you didn't have TV and video games. And I think that's why people are home. Like I don't know, I wasn't alive.
Well, North Bergen also has a curfew, right, at 10 o'clock.
What?
And they got cameras on every fucking street.
Oh, yeah, for like high
you're on the corner for 3 minutes. If I'm just talking to you about a book, a cop will pull up after 10 minutes and go, what are you guys doing? Break it up here. They got cameras in that town. They watching.
Oh, yeah, we did, yeah. Underage, yeah. I remember.
Well, that's what they tell you for the safety of the kids, but it ain't for that.
Yeah.
If somebody steals, they want in. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I saw you stole a box from behind the factory. I don't know what was in it.
Yeah.
I don't know what was in it. We don't care.
Oh,
we just want a little taste with ours.
There used to be a guy that wasn't even a cop that used to drive around on curfew time. And me and my boys are chilling on the bench. We were like 15. He goes, hey, you spicks, get out of here. We said, fuck you. We threw snowballs at him. Shut the fuck up. He drove away. I'm going to get the plane. I got him. we all went home after. He wasn't even a guy. He just drove around looking for kids to fucking bother. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Leave us alone, you creep. He was a baseball coach too. I remember I ended up on a team with him and I had my hat backwards. He fucking... You put your hat forward. It's like a fucking ball player. Oh my god, I miss it, man. Because it was like hanging out with the Rocks of 64th Street. That was my spot, bro. It's not freaking roll. I learned how to roll a blunt there. Like 15.
It's funny, like when you first go to North Bergen with your wife, she was your girlfriend. Yeah. You're like, that's why I learned to roll a blunt. Yeah. Oh, you see right there, my friend fucked the chick in the ass right in that alleyway during business hour. And people are like, what are you fucking talking about? Like every time I drive up here, I just look at corners and I'm like, what the fuck did we do on that corner one night? Holy shit.
Bro, there's plenty of streets I can look at and be like, yeah, that was good. Good time there. Because all we did was walk. Nobody had a car when we were kids. In North Bergen, you walk. Yeah, walk the hills. Everybody had good calves.
I believe that my heart's still alive because of the hills.
Word.
I believe that.
Oh my goodness.
I'm telling you that right now. I believe that those basic years going up that hill as I look at it now, when I looked at it then, I was like, this sucks. And my mom didn't drive. She just refused to drive. So I hoofed that fucking hill. And I came from McKinley, so you got to hoof the Cemetery Hill, and then you got to hoof the Project Hill. And in the summer, you want to cheeky, you got to walk. You want to go, you want to go to Carvel? You got to walk up there. So we would walk that hill. Now I look at that hill and I'm like, that's 2 days.
Never.
It would take me 2 days to walk that hill today. I would have to pitch a tent on the top where it burnt down, right on the territory there. I would have to pitch a tent there. Somebody would have to bring me breakfast, and I'd do the project thing. And I can't guarantee you I'd make it up the Project Hill.
You see
There's no fucking way. When I see those hills now, that 46th Street Hill, Carlos Quintero's corner there, when you shut up that hill, go down there now, pull over, and just look at the fucking hill. Go like this, and you go, holy shit, you really want to talk about hills? How about the motherfucker that would walk down to Tunley Liquors and walk back up behind the high school with a 12-pack, with a 6-pack of fucking nips? Those fucking cases were like this. I used to look at that every fucking Monday, and I go, wow. Because that hill is a hill. Then it like gives you a little like 10 feet, and then it really takes you to the top. And now you got to pass that old school bodega, and now you're all the way to Kenny Boulevard, and it's still like, you think you're on Indiana Jones. I know it, because I see people walking it, and I'm like, dog, beep, beep, bad motherfucker. You. If you want to abandon ship and leave those kids, get in the car. I'll give you a ride. That's a long hill.
Dude.
And all those kids I grew up with would walk down there. I don't drink. But I would see those motherfuckers walking down Tunley Avenue and then walking up that hill with a case of nips. Not a case of beer. Case of fucking nips with a bottle on top of it. And I would go, wow.
The dedication it takes for that.
Why not just stop at the bodega? No, you have to go to the liquor store?
I remember in the summertime, we'd take stops walking those hills. If we had to carry those boxes, like boxes of beers up, take a break, go to the bodega, go, like 5 of us. Everybody had a box.
But even the Lee, when I lived on Gibbonette Terrace, the bodega, it was a killer. It was a Chinese bodega, Dragon Groceries. Somebody just wrote a big fucking thing about it. Cuban Chinese. The daughter was smoking. The father was strict, but on Sundays he made Chinese food. Fried rice, carne asada, carne humada. It's the pork that's red on the corners, sliced, clean. Bro, the meat was clean, Bobby. Me and my mother would send me up there, get 2 containers of the pork and get a container of pork fried rice. Dog, I remember one night I ate a Quaalude. Fucking January of 1980. That's when North Bergen used to celebrate the party on the island, the Island of Insanity party. It was always the first 3 weeks of January. They would pick the coldest Friday night, and they would roll a keg in the middle of Hudson County Park, the island in the middle.
In the lake?
In the fucking lake.
Get the fuck out of here.
Well, how? That class of 78, those kids were fucking nuts. The high school 78, all the way to like 81, those kids were out of it. But especially that little group there, the ones that won the state with your grandfather, they did not. They invited me to the party one time. That's when they were drinking a punch. And I'm like, why is there bees in there? They would put dead bees and bees that were alive. This is a different crew of guys. And you go to these parties and go, what the fuck are these guys doing? But that was the coldest point. And that's one of the nights that I didn't run out of the Wing Fong because we started over there. Dog, it was brutal. And I would drink the fucking, water, and I would drink anything so not to freeze on the island. You last on the island for an hour. Your ears were like fucking potato chips.
Yeah.
Now you got to walk across the ice on a Quaalude. When that Quaalude started hitting me, it was me, Joe Folk, and Lubes. And we fucking walked across, and it was so cold. We go, let's just go to the Wing Fong. And they were talking about dining and dashing. I'm like, I'm not dining and dashing in that. And fucking folk fell asleep in the pork fried rice. And he had a big nose, so the rice was going in his nose. And I blacked out after that. And all I remember is waking up, like twisted, and all I had was a T-shirt underneath and a blue hooded sweatshirt. You know, in the 80s, they weren't like comfort and copper, so you resist. No, it was just a sweatshirt. Well, I broke up, all fucking tangled up, and the Dragon Grocery had an apartment building next to it. You know, like, it was just a bodega, and it was a 3-story. Jill Gillab, Knipkenot lived upstairs. She was a Jewish girl. It was hot. I knew a couple of people. We went to Jill Gutman, another girl that I still remember, lived in that building. So they got interesting stories about that Chinese restaurant. It was a bodega, but on the weekends he cooked.
Dang.
All that to get to the fucking point.
Damn, but that's another thing I miss, bro. It's like good Chinese food, like good Spanish food. Like that, I can't. It doesn't like compared to my mom's cooking and I'm like eating out where we're from. Like especially West New York and places like that, Union City, Cuban food, bro. I miss that shit, bro. I was like, just everything about it, bro.
I'm not to get you off food.
No.
How ideal. Like when I was a young comic, well, I was already 30, but you, at one point of comedian, you realize, listen, life's not going to work for me anymore. You know, what was regular life, the day job, that's a good thought. And you hold on to it close to your heart. But if you're really going out to do comedy and learn, it's not that show, it's the fucking hang. Because you just want to pick up little tidbits of guys that have been doing it longer than you. Maybe afterward they go to Taco Bell. Who the fuck knows? They stand on the corner. And then I would go home and either do coke. Well, the nights I did comedy, I wasn't really focused on cocaine. But I would get back to my apartment in Boulder and I would write jokes late night. Push it 20 years ahead. So now I could get home, eat a snack, drink a Red Bull, and play video games and make money with a bunch of other schmucks. Not much, but get better at it till 6. That's what Rogan used to do. He would play that game till 6 or 7 in the morning, then sleep all day. It was fucking insane. When I first met him, I didn't know what he was talking about. He would say, I go home and play or something. I mean, you know, like when you don't know what somebody's saying, but you go, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then somebody told me, no. And then one day he gave me the computer. And it was a fucking car engine. It was a fucking battery. You remember that one? It used to get hotly.
No, I don't think I was there for that. I came in and you had the laptop, but I remember Rogan would, at least on the podcast, he talked about playing Doom on the PC.
Doom.
Oh, okay. Doom.
Which was,
all right.
And those guys used to play. And again, I would sit there going, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to eat breakfast. And these guys are going home to play fucking video games. But now looking at a different perspective, I'm sorry, Lee. It's you go home at night and fucking you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
write jokes at the same fucking time because there must be some creepy people up at night.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm playing online is, I'm sure you can have tons of material.
Oh, no, it's so much fun. Like the guys that are in my chat are fucking animals. so they say the most craziest shit in there. So it's like, it's fun. I get to talk about it with them.
Do you have a group that you've been doing it with forever?
No, I have a couple guys that have been watching my stream from the get. And like, they pop in once in a while and stuff like that.
I meant like, do you play with like high school guys or like?
Oh no, I only play with comedians. Like my buddies, like a whole bunch of dudes. I play like this game I wanted to introduce you to. It's called Arc Raiders. So it's basically, it's like post-apocalyptic, the world's ended, but you're going up to collect supplies to keep living, but other dudes can kill you. But this is the fun part. You could toggle a thing to put the mic so everybody can hear you. So while you're about to kill somebody, you could talk shit to them. Or after they kill you or they're dead, they could talk shit back and forth. I think it'd be a trip. It'd be fucking go crazy. But besides the fact, yeah, man. No, it's that I have a group of friends, like a bunch of comedians I play with. They're cool guys too.
I enjoy it. Like I'd like to play it like 2 to 3 nights a week.
Right.
Maybe 3 hours, maybe 2 hours in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Then we come back when it gets dark out. I love all that shit.
Right.
I don't think I could sit there all day. I just can't.
No.
My inner self would fucking kick me, especially at night when you're like, I could be doing comedy.
Oh, yeah.
Once that bell comes into your head, that's tough. Now it's 7:15, 7:30. You could still make the 9 o'clock spot in the city.
Nah.
Like, yeah, but I'm gonna hit traffic. Then you look at your Waze, and it's an hour 22, and you're like, fuck it.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't like. That's when I would start to trip.
That's why I don't go upstairs. Like for that, if I know I have a gig or something like that, and I know I'll stay home and I'll play video game, I just won't go upstairs.
I have to, once I get back from Austin and all that shit, we got to turn my office into like
I'll help you out.
Because I can't keep doing the living room because they hear it upstairs.
Yeah.
And they hear me saying all that nonsense. And they got to come downstairs and say goodnight. And I feel like I did something wrong. Like I feel like when they come and hug me, they're like, my fucking dad's a loser.